What is Chernobylite? Highly radioactive crystal? An infinite energy source? An alien parasite? God? Chernobylite gave us free energy, teleportation, human augmentation, but also massive unemployment. We became actors, playing parts assigned by those controlling the green crystals. Even former thugs like me need to fit in to survive. Is such a life, Chernobylite life, worth living?
One message received from Megan Gray. You may view and respond to it at any time on your smart display.
Hey, love. Are you ready?
Yeah, I just came to grab my gear. There's too many memories tied to this apartment.
I know we've talked about this before, but do you have any second thoughts? People say that all these diseases are caused by Chernobylite, and you want to implant them in your body.
I don't want to, Megan, I have to. I'm doing this for our daughter. There's just no other options left.
Cole, Katie's illness is the worst nightmare I have ever experienced. But losing both of you would be even worse.
Yeah, I understand, but look, can we talk about this later? I can't afford doubting myself again. You just gotta trust me.
All right. Sorry, my love. I'm with you no matter what you decide. I'll try. Good luck. Coming up next, April 26 marks another anniversary of the Chernobyl disaster. On that day, 38 years ago, the world has suffered from one of the most catastrophic nuclear accidents in history. The explosion at the power plant near the city of Pripyat tore up the reactor vessel and released radioactive material into the atmosphere. The nuclear fallout reached far, poisoning Ukraine and neighboring countries. More about the Chernobyl disaster and its consequences for the future after the commercial break. Stay tuned. Coming up next, April 26 marks another anniversary of the Chernobyl disaster. On that day 38 years ago, the world has suffered from one of the most catastrophic nuclear accidents in history. The explosion at the power plant near the city of Pripyat for the future after the commercial break. Stay tuned.
The portal has been calibrated for the trip. Please use it to commence your training in the Kozlov's Training Center.
Welcome to NAO's training ground. Identify yourself, recruit. State your age, previous occupation, residency and marital status.
I'm 43. I worked as a security consultant in London. My current residence is in Kiev. I'm married with a child and... Is this really necessary? Surely you know all that already.
No sweat, Grey. It's just for the red type. Bureaucrats, right?
Right. What's next in my schedule?
Sergeant Koslov is supervising training on the central square. He's going to tell you what's what. I appreciate you putting on the full hazmat suit, but feel free to take off the helmet now. It's safe around here. Now go find Sergeant Koslov. Good luck.
They'll hire just about anyone these days. Still waiting for that wrench. Fyodor lost it. Stupid bastard. You're going to fit just right in, young blood.
Where are the cans for Demos? Sergeant will be pissed if his pet is not properly fed.
Damn those rats! They're everywhere.
Cold Gray, right? I'm Sergeant Gleb Kozlov. Been waiting for you. Congratulations on your new job. I'm impressed. You were in the top 3 on the list of candidates for the Planewalker program. You've obviously been through a lot. You wouldn't be here if you hadn't. Just like the rest of us. Kozlov's training center is supposed to prepare you physically and mentally for the role of Planewalker before medical procedures turn you into one. But since we still have some time, do you have any questions, Gray? I'm your superior, but as Planewalkers, we're all equal here. Feel free to ask. After my uncle, he's the boss here. You must think that I got this job effortlessly because of him.
I didn't say that.
You didn't, but that's actually true. I was one of the first people ever genetically modified into Planewalkers. There was a risk I wouldn't survive the process or the first mission.
But here you are. Your gamble paid off.
Gray, I've been supervising those missions for years. There are risks, but you should be fine as long as you stick to procedures.
That's not what I asked. I need to secure my family's future. I have a daughter.
When you have fulfilled your contract, there'll be more money in your account than you've ever seen in your entire life. But if something happens to you, rest assured your family will be taken care of. Want to know what's the worst that can happen to you? Listen, the missions are simple for the men like you or me. You jump to a parallel universe, make a deal with the locals, or put them in their place. If they don't want to cooperate, that is. Sometimes you'll need to dispose of a few wretched souls corrupted by Chernobylite. That's why combat training is important.
Corrupted by Chernobylite? In what way?
Not entirely clear. Chernobylite influence can sometimes cause people to lose their mind. Quite literally. You know how it is, Gray. Red tape, NDAs, corporate liability. But you don't need to worry about that right now. Moving on, once you've located a suitable sample of Chernobylite crystal, your FMC will evaluate it. And the harvester does the rest. It has all the Chernobylite mining equipment required to collect the green gold. We load what we can and get the hell out, back to our home dimension.
I know nothing about parallel universes and all that malarkey.
You don't need to. We leave the scientific shit to the brainiacs. In a nutshell, the Chernobyl disaster gave birth to an endless number of parallel worlds. Their timelines are different than ours. People there are usually unaware of Chernobylite's power, or they were already killed or corrupted by it. But the reclamation missions provide access to an unlimited source of Chernobylite. Thanks to our job, this world can flourish. Good. It's time for you to familiarize yourself with different fighting techniques and choose which one suits you best.
Well, can I use them all?
As you were told during the recruitment process, there are a few classes of Planewalkers, like Eliminators, strong and skilled at melee combat. Emissaries, agile, fast, and dodgy types, with a good eye and shooter's stable arm. Or Scientists, who use their intellect and knowledge. They're trained to use Chernobylite-modified advanced weapons. You were here to train and eventually decide what class you want the genetic modifications to turn you into. Splendid! Our medical unit will take care of your transmutation. Ugly thing, but we all have to get through it. But before that, you need to decide if you feel better as an eliminator, emissary, or a scientist. Or maybe you want something in between? This is important, because the MAD team will make sure that the genetic modification target the skills specific for your preferred class.
You said it only happens once, so the decisions will be final.
Usually no. However, a handful of the planewalkers experienced an unusual phenomenon where they were able to connect with their counterparts from another dimension, gaining their skills. The phenomenon remains largely unexplained. We still try to learn what makes them do that. If I were you, I'd make the decision wisely anyway. Brilliant! Welcome to the ranks of elite warriors. I have no doubt you'll accomplish incredible things. You must be Cole Gray, our latest addition to the merry band of Chernobylite reclamators. My name is Stanislav. I train new recruits such as yourself in the fine art of killing from a distance.
Nice to meet you, Stanislav. I used to work in security, and I do have some experience in handling firearms.
You wouldn't be here if you didn't. But it's normal to get a little rusty after a longer break from action. So would you like to train so we can both assess the shape you're in, huh? Let me explain how this is gonna go. In a moment, I'll let you into the arena. You'll face hyper-realistic virtual adversaries. Ultrasound-based haptics and all. Crazy real.
Sounds very technologically advanced.
What can I say? NAR provides the best for its employees.
So, what do I do in this exercise?
Show me how you handle the firearm. Try to score some headshots and dodge your opponent while you're at it. It may just be a projection, but it won't be standing idly by and watching you try to shoot it. No, sir. Good luck, Cole. Nice shooting, Cole. You scored some good hits in the arena. Just keep in mind that confidence and arrogance are not the same thing, huh?
Do you have any observations that could benefit my training.
You've managed to get some headshots and stun your opponent. That's good.
Anything else?
Not really. You're quite adept at dodging, which is a great way of avoiding damage to your health.
Understood. How did I do overall?
You're a natural. Well done. Would you like to try that again? No problem. I'll be here if you change your mind.
Go gray, right? My name is Nicola. Do you wish to learn how to fight using Chernobylite-powered gloves? No worries. I explain everything. Do you want to give it a go? Great. You'll be fighting with state-of-the-art virtual 3D projected avatars. Feels like a real deal. Trust me. Here are the power gloves. They allow you to concentrate the powers Chernobylite gives you, causing elemental damage to your target.
Elemental damage? Sounds like magic.
And it is, sort of. Fire, ice, radiation, energy. Don't ask me how this works. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. There are 3 important things you need to concentrate on. You can charge your glove in a way that allows you to release a series of smaller bursts, or one massive bolt. Secondly, you can switch the type of elemental damage for your glove. Each glove comes with 2 variants. Keep in mind different enemies can be vulnerable to different elements, so it pays off to experiment. Lastly, the essence required for the attacks can be replenished by getting close to a source of radiation. It's kind of risky, for obvious reasons.
Sounds exciting and dangerous in equal measure. Let me test this incredible device.
I'm quite content with your performance, Gray. Replenishing the essence with radioactivity may be quite risky, but you managed. It's always give and take. The key is to know when it's worth it.
Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? I'll try not to overdo it.
Why didn't you switch between firing modes? It's a waste of the glove's potential.
I'm still learning. I'll do better next time.
Lastly, you never tested the alternative mode of the elemental damage. What a waste.
Yeah, you're right. I completely forgot about it in the heat of battle.
Well, Gray, there is hope for you, but I advise you to train a bit more. Do you wish to repeat this? Perhaps try out other fighting styles before coming back? It'll give you some more perspective.
I'm Leof, the caretaker of the melee arena. Are you one of those?
One of those?
One of those who are all talk and no action. Blah, blah, blah. Are you here to fight or talk? That's what I wanted to hear. You'll be fighting a cutting-edge simulacrum-like opponent. Cannot kill you, but it'll still kick your ass if you underestimate it. You'll get the chance to practice your light and heavy attacks. I want to see if you feel comfortable while fighting with a melee weapon. And don't forget about defense. If you find yourself in a position to block opponent's strikes, do it. Now, enough of this talking. Get in and show me what you can do. I guess you would survive in a real combat scenario. Not bad. Yeah. Nobody cares about your self-adoration. Only the results matter. Now, be quiet and listen to what I have to say. I really liked your heavy attacks. They require more strength and skill. That's why many recruits avoid performing them. Not you.
I'm used to challenges.
I'm glad you used blocks. They allow you to save some stamina. But a strong hit may also hurt a lot if you're not careful.
I suppose there's always some kind of trade-off involved.
Now my favourite part. I'm gonna grade your exercise on the scale from 1 to 10. 9? Perhaps even 10. Oh, that was some excellent fighting. If you choose to be a warrior, I'll support your decision wholeheartedly. Do you want to try again? Do what you want. You again. Did you come here to fight or to talk? Well, then talk to someone else. Don't waste my time. And only come back when you're serious about the training.
Are you ready for the final stage of becoming a planewalker? Splendid! Our medical unit will take care of your transmutation. Ugly thing, but we all have to get through it. But before that, you need to decide if you feel better as an eliminator, emissary, or a scientist. Or maybe you want something in between? This is important, because the MAD team will make sure that the genetic modification target the skills specific for your preferred class.
You said it only happens once, so the decision shall be final.
Usually no. However, a handful of the planewalkers experienced an unusual phenomenon where they were able to connect with their counterparts from another dimension, gaining their skills. The phenomenon remains largely unexplained. We still try to learn what makes them do that. If I were you, I'd make the decision wisely anyway. Brilliant. Welcome to the ranks of elite warriors. I have no doubt you'll accomplish incredible things.
What? What the fuck? Hello?
That's it, Mr. Black. Relax. Breathe. You're back with us. Minor confusion, as expected.
Black? I think you're mistaking me with someone else.
You put a team together, you train them up, teach them everything they need to know.
Already in place?
And then you quit.
Excuse me?
You quit. When I leave here today, I don't want to see you again. I don't want to even hear your name. My father's technology will progress under my guidance, but you will have absolutely nothing to do with it.
It's so much more than Pandora. It allows us to step into the realm of human memories and thoughts. Into the real world. Ariadna can recreate this echo in a fractal VR simulation. There's nothing outlandish about it.
Look, I get it. I do. It's your life's work. But just Think about it. For Ariadne to work, you need a power source that doesn't exist yet. Perhaps one that cannot be found on Earth.
They want to know precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation?
All of the above and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
What is Chernobylite? Chernobylite. I almost stopped noticing this strange sensation running through my veins. Almost.
It feels good to return.
I bet I'd see it glow green if I opened up my veins. A source of unimaginable strength. My burden. My salvation.
Hound you! Take him down! Fucking planewalkers! It's all your fault! What the hell are you doing here? Get him!
I've been travelling through parallel worlds for 2 months now. It's been surreal. I killed people. At least I think they were people. There was something off about them. Twisted faces. Bared teeth. They didn't feel real.
Soldiers! Take the flame marker down, soldiers!
I still don't know what Chernobylite is, how it affects everything, and how it affects me.
Someone wants to play with us. Take the flame marker down!
Sometimes not knowing is bliss. I can still feel myself. I just have to hold on to that for a little longer.
What the hell are you doing here? He's too strong for us! Last month I had pork for dinner. Now I just have a few poor veggies. I may need backup here. Get him! Ah!
Chernobylite deposits are suitable for extraction. Sending the data to Harvester.
Gray, I need to hear your report. I've reviewed the scan, Gray. Solid data, but I'd like to know your own assessment. But is it still safe enough to mine?
I think so. A few kilometers from here, you should find a suitable landing spot.
I trust your gut, Cole. Good job, as always. Anyway, your work here is done. Get your ass back to the Harvester. I've got some more things I'd like to discuss with you.
The answers to all the burning questions were at my fingertips, whether I wanted to know or not.
Welcome on board the Harvester, Planewalker Cole Gray. Changing into the Planewalker uniform is highly recommended. When ready, the mission debriefing is required. Authorities await the report. The transfer rail to main deck is ready and waiting. Please board immediately. Attention, Planewalker Cole Gray. An incoming phone call from Megan Gray. To answer and authorize an external call, please proceed to the nearest interdimensional communication point.
Hey, Cole. How are you? Listen, I wouldn't be bothering you if I didn't have to. But it's our daughter. Katie's condition has worsened. She may have about a year left. But the doctors suggest starting treatment as soon as possible. Not great. She's still responsive, but she's starting to have trouble speaking. When are you coming back?
By the end of the week. I'll call you as soon as we sync with your reality, okay?
All right. I'll be waiting.
I promise you, everything will be fine. NAR's testing a new medicine. The results are great. Megan? Megan?
Call ended. Now reminds you that the costs of interdimensional calls are deducted from your monthly salary.
I need to find Semenov. He promised to help me with Katie.
Long time no see, mate. How are Megan and Katie? Still can't figure out what your missus sees in you muppet.
Makes two of us.
By the way, the old man wants a word. Luckily for you, the elevator should be working now, so use it instead of the stairs. You can't complain, although my last mission was a disaster. Found almost no Chernobylite, but a lot of Soviet propaganda bullshit.
Sounds crazy. Oh, by the way, Owen, I never thanked you for referring me to this gig. It means a lot.
Don't mention it, mate. We still on for some drinks this weekend? Oh, come on, no excuses. I'm totally buying, you cheap son of a bitch. You better check with this old goat as soon as possible. He's in a cranky mood today. You bet.
Took me 4 hours to fix the goddamn elevator, but should be working fine now. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be handling this crap on a billion-dollar multi-dimensional ship. Unreal.
Attention! A special address from the NAR director, Professor Semenov, will begin shortly.
Planewalkers, We will soon begin a reclamation of a brand new Chernobylite world. Get ready for another... Wait, what's going on? That's impossible. This shouldn't have happened. Perhaps we can still salvage the situation.
All crew of the Harvester proceed immediately to evacuation pods. This is not a drill.
Over here, Gray. Quickly.
What the hell is going on? Are we under attack?
Thank God you're here, Cole. My escape pod. I need to...
Calm down, Kozlov. Breathe in and breathe out. Again. Good. Feeling better?
I got hit with some shrapnel. Do you have any healing serum on you? Thank you. You seem to know what you're talking about. Now, go to the escape pod. I got this. When you land, try to find others, and locate Semenov if you can. He'll know what to do. Go! What are you waiting for?
Was it all for nothing? Have I sold my body and soul, only to die on some good thing I know? I see my family again, even if I have to rise from the dead.
Door malfunction. Backup power fail. Manual override fail. Vitals critical, inducing hypersleep to maintain essential life functions. Hypersleep cycle completed.
Planewalker's waking up. Get your freaking tools, Luca. We're going to get them out.
This doesn't look good. We're out of time.
Igor said the cloaking should last at least half an hour. We're good.
Okay, this power hammer is top of the line. It will do the job. Oh, shit! We've got to run.
Emergency life support system off. Vitals are holding steady. The surrounding environment is not safe. Vacate it immediately and seek shelter. As a result of the passage of time, your suit has deteriorated, and the Chernobylite particles within it are no longer able to generate a shield. It must be replaced immediately. The system will adapt to any covering.
What are you? Why did you come here?
on your own. Good for you. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, Planewalker. Perhaps I can answer at least some of them, sending you the coordinates to my lab. I suggest you pick up the pace. Nights in the zone can be dangerously unforgiving.
This piece of junk is slowing you down. Leave it.
No, it cost me 2 bottles of a very good moonshine. Oh, god damn you and your escapades, Sonya. What about your deal with the old man?
We tried. The rest is up to him. Now run before the Chernobylite fallout catches up with us.
Is anyone there? Show yourself! I promise not to faint. Good evening, stranger. The fact that you haven't attacked me on sight is a promising start to this conversation. Statistically speaking, 50% of murder victims in the zone die because of their valuables, or meat.
Did you say meat?
Yes, meat. About 70% of water, 20% proteins, 7% fat. The rest are carbohydrates, minerals, and vitamins. Very nourishing. However, consuming it is considered a social taboo in most civilized societies. Hence it's, well, not on my menu. I'm Leonid, by the way. And who are you, stranger?
I'm Cole Gray. What are you doing here exactly?
I was on my way to see someone and got attacked by some brutes. Took refuge in this old warehouse. The barricade behind me should sustain at least 500 kilograms of pressure. It's safe for now. You can gauge an estimate weight of any object if you know its measurements and building material. Mutants like me who became corrupted and turned into a horde of violent and mostly mindless thugs.
Corrupted by Chernobylite?
What else? The green treasure has become our curse. Of course, I mean it in a figurative sense. Curses aren't real. I'm on an important mission. I'm trying to recover a blueprint that will allow me to create a cure for Chernobylite poisoning. Yes, a disease which culminates in the Chernobylite taking control and transforming the body. Every mutant suffers from it. Standard medications for this condition only slow down its progression. I would prefer to keep control over my mind. Affirmative. There's a 99.9% probability that we both want to meet the same person. The medical blueprint I need is hidden somewhere in Igor's base. Since you're headed that way, can you get the blueprint and bring it to me? Affirmative. Material gains are an expected way of compensating individuals like you. I will make sure that your efforts are rewarded.
Right. So, what's the plan?
I stashed some means for personal defense in one of the crates behind you. I won't be needing them after all, but they'll increase your chances of survival. Here's the key. Retrieve them and come back to me.